What's up? Welcome to this is actually an episode of Ern and Iso, but this is a solo episode. Um, Thank y'all for the love, the plays. Please like, rate, review, share, subscribe, all that stuff we ask y'all to do. Know what I mean, what y'all have been doing. Know what I mean, we appreciate it. Um, yeah, I gotta get this one off. There's stuff I want to say that I don't know. No, I mean, this is just one I just got to get off by myself. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna say a bunch of stuff that, and I don't feel like the back and forth on this episode. No, I mean, I just need to get this one off. So, no, as time go on, I start to get like recognized more and more. Like when I'm out in the world, like out in the street and all that, and I appreciate the love and all that. But one of the things that bother me is, um, when I seen some young brothers, and they was like, "Yo, what's up? You know, ISO, know what I mean, watch you. Know what I mean, we watch you on YouTube and yeah, man, fuck these bitches. You know what I'm saying? Whoa, slow down, bro. Slow down, young brother. I ain't never say that shit. I ain't never say nothing about that. And that made me start thinking. And then when I had a little quick conversation with him, he told me why he feel like that. And I told him, listen, you can't feel like that. You can't run around. You can't run around hating women. And this is the problem with the trickle down effect of all this nonsense that's on the internet and what the red pill, the black manosphere. Well, you know, when you had the black men, well, not just black men, just men, period, because all men is absorbing this content now. It's seeing all this content. The problem is the trickle down effect. Because you got a bunch of bullshit people. You know what I mean? You got way more bullshit people on the internet now than thorough ones, which, like I always say, people see a dollar sign attached to anything, and here come the people that want to hustle, people that want to finesse. You know what I mean? The people that probably don't have no kind of experience in life with women trying to tell you about women. Some of these people ain't got no aura about them. You sitting here watching somebody like you about to sit here and tell, and I'm sitting here thinking just like how people say go with your gut. Gut instinct is this man ain't barely probably ever been around women, any type of experience with women. Why are you on the internet talking about women? Now, I could be wrong, but most of the time, I'm right when you go with your gut. So some of these people have no type of aura, no nothing. So, but I'm gonna get them. They're gonna get online. Women this, women that. Winter's coming. Women out here doing bad. Women out here losing their jobs. And that does what for you, bro? And that does what for you? And when I was having that quick conversation with the young brother, I was trying to tell him, hold on. You know, you don't get that from me. You mixing everything up that you probably see online. He was like, yeah, you right. You don't get that from me. We don't hate women over here. For one, that's not our hustle. Some of the all this, what people call the red pill and all that, it's a lot of people's hustle online. So, like I said, some of these people just look at it online and when you listen to some and when some of these people pop up, do they have any kind of aura or anything about them that you make them think like, yeah, they probably had a lot of dealings with women, so he could probably tell you about women. Most of them don't. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that I'm some 10 or something like that, but most of these brothers, let's be for real, they give you the energy or the aura of a person that's a bunch of probably them themselves, if you rank themselves, they probably be sixes. They probably not getting to, probably not achieving no goals. That's even if they have goals. They probably not getting busy, nothing in life. They just floating through life, but then I'm gonna be mad at women because maybe they didn't get chosen when they was younger. I think that's where a lot of this comes from. To be all the way honest, I think a lot of this comes from not getting chose when it's probably younger, maybe like high school and stuff like that, and that stuff just stick with them, and that whole like, it feels like the stain after women starts coming out, and I understand that. I don't agree with everything some of these women is talking about online, but I do agree with when they say like they feel like it's men online that just hate women. And I feel like they are correct. It just seems like it's some men out here online that you just hate women for whatever reason. Maybe, you got some type of issue with your mother, or like I said, you got some type of issue with the fact that you may not have been popular, or you may not have got the women that you wanted in high school, or you just may never got the woman that you want in life, period. You always had to take whatever you can get. But saying that, y'all starting to sound like y'all hate women. I would have to agree with women on that. I don't agree with everything a woman's talking about on here about men, but I do feel like that. So I'm starting to feel like that, and I understand where it comes from. It comes from anybody can get on here, just like I can get on here, record and upload something, and now it's on the internet for people to see, and it's content for people to consume and watch. Everybody else can too, right? But the problem is, you got a bunch of people that I feel like speaking on things that they don't have no experience on. That's like me getting on here and sitting here talking about how it is to run a auto mechanic place or something like that. Like I'm gonna sit on here and I'm gonna tell you something that I ain't got no experience doing, but I'm gonna sit here and talk about it like I do for the sake of trying to get views. That's kind of what it is on here now. Because I could just feel it in my soul when I and then the thing about this is online, they just flood your content. They just flood your timeline and the algorithm with this type of content. So I do see the agenda to keep people preoccupied with nothingness. I do see it. I see it. It is a conscious effort. It is a realistic effort by the powers that be to keep you worried about a bunch of nothing and off the main goal, which is achieving your goals in life. You know what I mean? Trying to get the most out of life that you can. And trying to like absorb useful information. No, we gonna flood the timeline with the nonsense. Got you watching men versus women and videos of people fighting and all that type of stuff just pops up, even though I'm like, yo, I don't even click on this stuff. And Ern said that one of the last episodes we did was like, yo, you notice that the nonsense will pop up before the people that you actually subscribe to and follow will pop up. And you think about that, and I'm like, yeah, it is like that. It is 100% like that. You will have people that I'm subscribed to that they not the first thing that pop up on my timeline. If they came with something, if they dropped a new video, somebody I subscribed to dropped a new video, That should be at the top of my algorithm. Not somewhere down the bottom some goddamn where, or thrown in there amongst the nonsense. But anyway, off that. This is the problem. You're turning into a trickle-down effect. These women haters, people that you could just tell they are women haters. And they think that they're the people that soon as something bad happened to a chick, anything go wrong in their life, a breakup, a divorce, anything, they jump up and make a video. Anything that can seem bad or negative, they jump up and make a video about it. And I'm thinking like, I understand the hustle at this point. I understand the hustle. Like we say, we can't knock the hustle because everybody say it in the black community. You can't knock the hustle. You can't knock what somebody do to make some money and all that. And here we kind of combat that and say, yeah, you can knock the hustle. Some people hustle sometimes. You just got a bunch of people that just seem like they just hate women. Got a bunch of people sitting around on panels who just seem like, and this is my thing. A woman going through a hard time does what for your life? What does that do for your life? If you a man, what does that do for your life? All right, such and such got a divorce. Such and such went through a breakup. The women out there are struggling and lose their jobs. I'm like, you got a bunch of people in the comments who like, they cheering for that. I'm like, why are you cheering? Because would you cheer when the women in your family might have to go through any of that? You cheering them? When a female family member of yours, if they call and say they just got laid off and lost their job, would you sit there and tell them, well, winter is coming? Winter is here. So would you cheer for it then? So why you cheering? It's fucking everything up. It's another thing that just fucks the game up. And when I had that conversation with the young brother, and that made me understand that it's the trickle down effect. That's the problem. That's the problem, the trickle down effect. So now you got a bunch of people that's in their 30s, 40s, 50s. Some of these people on there I seen, I'm like, they damn near 60 at that point. You still talk, you sound like you mad about a woman. You 60 years old from high school, fucking 40 goddamn something years ago. So I'm now seeing the trickle down effect of that. Because now you got the young brothers, you got the young guys out here who just like, chicks, you know what I'm saying? The hell with them, I ain't worrying about it. No. You can't go overboard with that. Now, if your mindset becomes, I'm going to focus on my goals, I'm going to focus on my purpose, I'm going to figure out what I want to do with my life, I'm going to go for that first. You know what I mean? That's going to be my main purpose, and then I'll deal with women after. Remember, we say over here, women are the icing on the cake in life for a man, not the cake. So many think that the woman is the cake. In between the chick legs is the cake. No, it's your purpose, everything, the things that you're doing, your goals, your accomplishments, all of that. That's the cake. Women are the icing on the cake. So you can't. When I was talking to him, that kind of like made me think like, this is the real problem with what this online fucking nonsense. Because now you got a bunch of people who young, they ain't even off the porch yet, and they already got it in their head. They don't want to be bothered with women. Like I say, if you're not going to be bothered with women, who you going to be bothered with then? You ain't gonna mess with women, who you gonna mess with? That's the problem with this shit. That is the problem with this. That right there is the problem. You know what I mean? And you know how people say, "Oh, you can't." You know, like I said, especially in the black community, you can't knock the hustle and all. No, you see, because now it's really showing what the damage that it's doing. Because now you got a 15-year-old, a 16-year-old, a 14-year-old, they mindset, because they seeing this on the timeline too. That's showing up on the algorithm too, and they ain't even off the porch yet. So how's it gonna be women ain't shit and fuck these bitches from the jump before, and you ain't even had no experience, no real experience with women. You ain't even get out here in the world yet. And this is another thing that I gotta say. Me and Ern differ a little bit on this. Now, rest in peace to this man. Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. I don't want to offend anybody that might be his family. You know what I mean? No family members and none of that. But the man is gone. The man was not your father to the people that's out there that consume the content. I don't know. Maybe I think different because I come from a family of men, you know, father, uncles. I had men in my family, stand-up men, solid men. And I got to understand that, and sometimes I got to understand that a lot of y'all didn't. So y'all looking at somebody outside of your family or outside your immediate circle for guidance. But some of y'all grown ass men, that man is not your father. That man is not your father. To be sticking to everything, Kevin Samuels said this and Kevin Samuels said that. Well, y'all forgetting everything what Kevin Samuels said, y'all need to get your asses up and work harder? Because you still a 6, right? You're still a 6. So what it matter what a woman going through if you don't change nothing about your life? You were still a 6 as a man. If you're looking at your life and you don't like where you at, you don't have nothing that you want, and you ain't making no progress towards it. You ain't busting no moves or nothing. You're not getting busy. You sitting around worrying about winter is coming and winter is here for women and women this and women that. And we understand that. I ain't gonna say act like the dating game and, you know, relationships and all that and dealing with women has its problems. It does. I'm not gonna say it like it don't. But okay, a bunch of chicks getting laid off from jobs and losing their jobs, and then they crying on the internet about how they gonna pay their rent, so they going through. Does what for you? How does that make you happy? How does that make you happy? Especially if you wasn't getting choked. And this is the thing. This is the thing. You know, we got women that everybody say is bottom of the barrel. They not productive and all that. And at the end of the day, a lot of y'all probably still couldn't get those. So what does that say about you? You got to think of it like that. Because all men want women. Most of y'all probably making this content, and it sounds, some of the stuff, I ain't going to say no names, but some of the stuff sound like y'all got issues, bro. Some of this sound like y'all got issues, man. I don't know if y'all hate y'all mother. I don't know if you still mad at the chick that didn't pick you in high school or what it is. Some of y'all sound disturbing to me. Now, some of y'all I can just see y'all on here for the hustle. You can just tell. Some people on here just to hustle. Some people on here is like yo, I don't know what the hell you went through, bro. You need to go talk. You need some therapy or something like that. Because some of y'all sound like y'all truly hate women. Like I said, I don't know if you just, some of y'all mad at y'all mothers, y'all grandmothers, whoever raised y'all, women in your family that y'all had to deal with, and y'all just taking it out on the women out here in the world. Or what? But this right here, this shit that gotta stop. This shit that gotta stop. You talking about the damn, the gender, they talk about the gender war and all this and that. It's not a gender war. It's like you always gonna have more have-nots than haves. And what you have right now online is all the have-nots who obviously didn't get the women that they want, or a woman is hard to come by. Like some people say, they deprived sexually. They can't get their shit off when they want, how they want, because it's such a struggle for them. But my thing is this: if you're looking at yourself, because this is what I do in life. Where am I at in life? Am I satisfied with the money I make? What I'm doing? Am I accomplishing my goals? That's what I look at. Me sitting around making a whole bunch of content about women, and it's the crazy thing. If I did, we would probably be doing even better. I have no reason to. I have no reason to cheer and smile and be happy when some type of misfortune happens to women. Like you got people out here cheering, oh, such and such thousands of black women done got laid off from their jobs, and you cheering for that does what for you? So they misfortune of what they going through does what for you? The problem is you got more weirdos and people who just like, who hate women, than you got solid men making content. So now that's drowning out the real people that's making content, that's going to give you real good information, guidance. And that's the problem. So now you got a bunch of young people, because it trickled down effect all the way to the young people. Some of these dudes is 30, 40 years old, 50 years old. Bro, if you've been a 6-year-old, you still probably just going to be a 6. So if you ain't never changed that about your life, if you ain't making no steps to try to change that, at the age some of y'all are, but then you want to get on here, everybody want to get on a panel and sit there and make just content for hours long. It's no way in the world I could sit here and talk for 2, 3, 4 hours about what people call it Keisha content. And I could not let that shit occupy that much time out of my life. That I'm gonna sit there for hours at one time, and then put me sitting here talking for 3 or 4 hours about everything that's going wrong with chicks, and put that much time into it. I can't put that much time and energy into it. I wouldn't be able to. I don't really make that type of content anyway. But, and there's some people, and there's some real solid people that you could tell got life experience that make that make content, and when you listen to it, it makes sense. But you got way more people that's just popping up on your timeline. It's like, bro, when people be like, yo, man, take podcast equipment. I understand what they mean. Take these microphones and something from some of these people. Some of these people just, attention by all means. They never worked on self. They not going to work on self, because that's the thing. You know what I mean? Kevin Samuels this, Kevin Samuels that. This is my thing. And I also heard Andrew Tate say this. But that was already in my mind. If a woman is, attractive, considered attractive, and you look at yourself, would she choose you? If you were her, would you choose you if you were that woman? And that's how I always thought. So you got men in life, and I say I'm not trying to kick no dirt on nobody. Like I say, I'm out here too in the world working and all that too. But once things to me didn't add up, I'm like, this is not going to be enough money to bust some moves and do the things I'm trying to do. All right, let me try to improve that. You got people out here who don't do nothing to improve their life. And you sitting around making content, and y'all, more importantly, that's absorbing that content, it does nothing for you. It does nothing for you. You got too many people that seem like they hate women on here than it is people who seem like they productive, and they trying to spread, information and spread knowledge. You know what I mean? And share information and share knowledge. You got a bunch of goddamn people who just seem like Kevin Samuels this, Kevin Samuels that. Kevin Samuels not your fault. Some of y'all probably being disrespectful to the men that's in y'all family. But some of y'all, the men that's in y'all family, probably like, I was right here the whole time schooling him. You talking about some man that you don't even know that you watched online. And this is not me. And I don't dislike the man. But I kind of wasn't on it the way everybody else was on it. Maybe that's because, like I said, I was raised by solid men. I had a father, I got uncles. You know what I mean? I come from being around solid men my whole life. So I'm not lacking in that department. But some of y'all was 40 fucking years. Some of y'all grown ass men by the time he came out, when he was out. Looking at them like fuck, was he your father or something? Y'all niggas is already 30-something, 40-something years old. So, yeah, Kevin Samuels did this, Kevin Samuels said that, Kevin Samuels said rank yourself. Well, if you ranked yourself, that's the thing. All y'all men, y'all young brothers that's still in school and all that, y'all keep working towards y'all goal. You know what I mean? If you're a teenager right now, you ain't 100% sure what you want to do, try to figure out what you want. You know what I mean? Find your purpose and get to it. Some of these grown-ass men that's already out here in the world, bro, rank yourself. Fuck ranking a chick. Rank yourself. Honestly, rank yourself. Use that same system that Kevin Samuels used, right? Because he said it ain't no, is this thing is a 7? He said it ain't no such thing as a 7, if I'm not mistaken. You can't use 7. Rank yourself 1 to 10, 7, and then there you can't say 7. Most of them will be 6s. Most of you will be 6s. They say 1 from 10, but really it's like either like a 6, like you say, if I'm not mistaken, you used to say you can't say 7, a 6, 8, 9, or 10. If you use that, most of these motherfuckers who make content will be 6s. If they were honest and ranked themselves, they would be 6s. So y'all so a lot of these motherfuckers is out here judging women when you yourself, your own ranking like is a 6. So if you a 6, I'm pretty sure you got more things to worry about than worry about what's going on in a woman's life and something bad happening to them and all that helps you how? Does what for you? Because you still gonna be a 6. After all this goddamn content that done came out the last few years, did your rank change? You was a 6 before you ever heard of Kevin Samuels, y'all probably a 6 now. So shouldn't that be what people working on? I know that's what I work on. I work about self-improvement. I work about my purpose. I had to get this off because when the youngin said that, and he said, yeah, man, I watch your content, man. Yeah, man, fuck these bitches. And I had to slow him down. Hold on. You don't hear that from us. You don't hear that from us. Don't mix us up with all the rest of this nonsense you see on your phone and you watch on the internet, young brother. No, that's not what it's about. You don't hate no women. You ain't supposed to hate women. Now, you're supposed to gain some knowledge and understand them so you may not make mistakes, you know what I mean? So you can minimize the mistakes or the missteps. But that was that originally what the red pill was about. The manosphere was about, right? The black manosphere was about. It's about passing down information, passing on other information to people that, so, you know, you knew better, you do better. Man, here come the hustle. Everybody making content about women. People you can look at and be like, man, what the fuck you know about women? The fuck you know about women be sitting here all day talking about women? Now, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm 99% right. That you don't know shit about women. You just gonna say something that you heard somebody else say, get on here and see if you can get some views and get a check. That's all it is. So I'm looking like, dog, some of y'all probably had men in y'all family, but y'all praising Kevin Samuels like he the end all be all. My thing is this. It's not about that. It's about, okay, he did all that talking to women and ranking the women. All right, forget that. Did you rank yourself? Rank yourself in life. If you ask the average man, yo, rank theyself, they probably not going to want to. And if they go by what that Kevin Samuels ranking system and all that, they going to be sixes. So how you about to worry about anything about a woman when you are a six if you go by y'all father Kevin Samuels ranking? So yeah, that's just it. I'm starting to see the effects of it. I'm starting to see the effects of this whole red pill hustle, and any and everybody can get on here and say something. You got people who you could tell is not qualified at all, who ain't got no kind of life experience, don't have no type of experience with women, and they making content and it's popping up every single day. Like, cut it the fuck out. You're starting to see the effects of that. You really are. It's a trickle-down effect. Because now you got teenagers, you got 14, 15, 16-year-old this content too. While y'all grown men arguing amongst each other, yo, it's a 15 or 16-year-old absorbing this bullshit content. Now you got hating women. They ain't off the porch yet. Ain't got no kind of real life experience with women yet. And they already got it in their mind that they not going to do nothing for a woman. They not going to help. They're not going to help a woman in need. Nothing. Not to say get played like a damn dummy, but you walk down the damn street, a woman scream for help, you got motherfuckers that wouldn't do nothing. Now I understand self-preservation, but it's to like a crazy extent how they just, the way they think at the age they are. No, you can't think like that. And you in high school. I had to break that down to him. I said, no, don't say that. No, I mean, don't say fuck these bitches, because would you want somebody to say about that about a woman in your family? You don't want them to have that mindset when it comes to them. If you seen a woman needed some type of help, you know what I mean? Her car don't start, you know, she's struggling with her groceries, small things like that you see that young people don't do. They just keep right on walking. I'm like, yeah, they missing these lessons, man. They missing these lessons. And then you got and like I say, it's not, women not 100% absolved of it, because the way that they are, it's starting to be a trickle down effect with them now too. To whereas it's not about linking up with somebody and bonding in a relationship and all that. Now is what can you do for me? So now you got that going on. Got the what can you do for me? You know what I mean? Trying to treat everybody like they're a damn wallet, no matter what their age are. Some of these people so young, some of these guys so young, they ain't got it like that yet. There's some of these grown ass men that ain't got it like that, but that's on them. If you at a certain age and you can't, and you still can barely move. And I mean, I understand things happening, like people losing their jobs right now, getting laid off, so that's unfortunate. But some of these people just didn't build. Some of these people just didn't get busy, and they just didn't build. But some of these young people who, y'all should be dating. I mean, y'all should be going on y'all little dates, and it ain't supposed to be expensive. Some of these, we want an 18 and 19-year-old dude to be able to pay a $200 goddamn restaurant bill. That's not realistic for most people that age. It's not. So now you got this counter. So now you got this counter movement, which I seen coming. I seen it. Now you got the whole what they call that, bread of buns. To now is to counteract that, people feeling like you getting treated just to spend whatever money you got. You know what I mean? And if I don't have a pocket full of money, that means I ain't worth talking to. I ain't worth trying to build with. Some of y'all young as hell. So now, of course, you got the young brothers who their counter movement of that is called bread of buns. So now when I take you out, it's going back in the day to where if we go out on a date, a woman expected back in the day, they called it going Dutch. When y'all split the bill in half, or you paid for what you ate and she paid for what she ate, or whatever activity y'all did. If y'all went to the movies, you paid for your ticket and she paid for her ticket. Back the generations before us called it going Dutch. You know, that kind of went out with the generation that was before mine. My generation was, if you take a chick out, you just paying. If y'all go to a restaurant, you gonna pay, but it's gonna be inexpensive. It's not now how some of y'all young brothers, y'all expected to want to go take a chick to a 5-star restaurant, and y'all 18 years old. Now, I mean, before it was, all right, I can go pay for us together eating, that shit might have been $40. And then us going to a movie might have been 20-something more dollars. So everything we did the whole day, everything we did that whole day might have only came up to $60, $70. We might have went to dinner and a movie. That was back when, you know, the movies was a date. Now that's not even considered like a date. But so I understand what y'all going through, because social media got people expecting things got women expecting things from men that my generation did not expect from you because of the age we were. I'm not expected to be going to no 5-star restaurants and have a pocket full of money at 17, 18, 19 years old. Now it is. You not like it ain't no difference whether you're 40 or 50 or whether you're 16. You're supposed to have the same money. That's not realistic. But anyway, like I said, man, some of y'all is disrespectful to the men in y'all family, talking all this Kevin Samuel shit all the time, like y'all ain't have no men around. But I understand some of it. So I can understand for the men that didn't have no men around. But some of y'all, man, and this is not in no hating or jealous type of way, but I'm kind of tired of hearing that shit, man. Because a lot of y'all wasn't listening to everything he's saying. Y'all just listened to the part. Y'all sat there and watched the part where a chick judge your fucking self. That's what I'm saying. Judge yourself first. Forget ranking a chick. Judge yourself. A lot of y'all not going to want to do that. That's the first thing, and really the only thing you should be really worried about. Everything trickle down effect from there. But what else I want to talk about before I get up out of here, man? Oh. This woman, Saudi Khan. I seen some of her videos when she first popped up on the scene. And a lot of people calling her a fake dating guru and all this and that. And this right here is one of the indicators when everybody talking, this is what everybody's talking about right now. Everybody's talking about her having a conversation with, I think she was having a conversation that got recorded with, she was messing with some woman's husband. She's messing with some woman's husband, and her and the wife was back and forth, and the conversation got recorded. And she was talking about how, she give it to him whenever he want, suck him off, you know what I mean? He'll call her, right after he's been with his wife, he'll call her or something like stuff, things of that nature. And I'm like, this is how I can tell a lot of y'all have no type of experience with women, but y'all on here making content. Nothing that she did or she said, or when I read them screenshots, surprises me about a woman. That's how I know the majority of y'all have no experience with women. Yo, she the side chick to some married man. Yes. It's a lot of women out here who will be the side chick. They will be the side chick if their attraction level to you is high enough. Or say, whatever situation is, you might be a man that has money for a reason. Now, you could be a person, now that could have been her attraction level to him is high. That could have been she benefiting in some way. He might be spending money on, he might be a dude that got money. So yes, it's women out here that will be the side chick to a man. Most of the time is either for money or because the attraction level is high. Just like you could forget about money just in everyday life. Everyday working man can have a whole rotation. Everyday working man can have a side chick and they married. Because the attraction level to that man is high. That woman has an attraction level to that man is high. So none of that surprises me. So all y'all acting like it's just out of this world. Now I understand some of these people just doing it because it's content. Like I said, they on a hustle. Some of y'all, I can tell y'all completely clueless about women. Yes. So it's nothing to me, she's not being fake with that. That's female nature. A woman likes you enough, her attraction level was high to you enough, yes. You can have her whenever you want her. She was talking to that wife like, no, it's time she called me and I can go and I can have him right now if I want it. I can go to him right now if I want it. Yes, that happens in life. There's women out here who you can call and you can have them whenever you want them. If you have it, like if you got it like that. Now I understand that's going to be a foreign concept to some men. That's why this is just the most craziest thing that, she's exposed. Exposed for what? For being a woman? She's exposed for being a woman. Some women are like that. A lot of women are like that. If their attraction level to you is high enough, you can have them when you want them. It's all about level of attraction with a woman. People been trying to tell you that. It's all about level of attraction. Shout out to AMS Alpha Male Strategies. He been trying to tell y'all that shit for years. That's what I mean. Been trying to tell y'all this stuff for years. Years. It's about level of attraction. She's exposed. Exposed for what? Exposed for being a woman? Some of y'all gotta beg y'all woman for, if y'all have a woman. Some of y'all gotta beg y'all woman for sex, and there's somebody out here who would just probably might be able to call her and she'll come running. You just probably might not be that person. Some of y'all are with, like I say, what's your rank? Some of y'all are the number one guy. Y'all can get all that out of y'all woman, out of y'all wife. I'll never forget the video online of, it was a woman and she was talking, and she was talking to her grandma. Some of y'all gonna know the video I'm talking about. She was talking to her grandmother and explaining that she was this man. The man had passed away. She was that man's side chick for like, was it like 50 years, 40 or 50 something years or something like that? For like their life, she was a man's side chick, and she was sad that he died. He passed away. Everything go by attraction level. Y'all motherfuckers is watching a bunch of goddamn content, ain't listening and learning from nothing. To me, I don't know how she's exposed and what she's and some of the information that she's telling you is for real. You got to see, a lot of y'all don't want to put no work. You got to put work in to get it like that for most of y'all. Most of y'all never going to have it like that. Most of y'all never going to have a woman that level of attractiveness, because I've never heard nobody say that she's ugly and she's unattractive. You can look at her and tell she's an attractive woman. Now, if her attraction level was high to that man, yes, that man can have her when he want her. I understand some of y'all, and I have to understand this. A lot of y'all never had it like that in life with no woman. That's why the things that she do and what y'all reading and all that is a foreign concept to y'all, because y'all never had a woman attracted to you on that level, to whereas they'll do whatever you want when you want. They'll rearrange their schedule. They will make time for you. They will always answer the phone for you. They will always text back as soon as possible. They will find some type of way to fit you in if you want to be around them, if you want to spend time with them, if you want to fuck them, whatever. They will make time for you because the level of attraction is high that they have for you. I understand. Some of y'all never had it like that. Some of y'all just never had it like that. So I don't know. Trust me, y'all not stopping nothing about her. Y'all smart don't understand that, yeah, that's why she can come in here and charge people thousands of dollars and men will pay it. She telling you the truth. Everybody saying the same thing, but y'all not listening. You as a man got to get on your goddamn job. You got to get busy in this world. You got to up your status. You got to up your rank. We got a bunch of people who bottom of the barrel as far as men. The average Joe dude, and then she's exposed. Exposed for what? Being a woman? Yes. You too can have an attractive woman on you, but you gotta have something. You think you about to be average Joe bottom of the barrel dude, and think you're gonna have a chick that's a 8, a 9, or a 10 at your beck and call. Your chances, you got a better chance of winning the Powerball, bro. So you got to up your status. You got to level up in life. So to me, what does she say is wrong when she tell you that? Yes, women. Yes. If you become somebody in this world, like they say, be the type of man every man want to be and every woman want to be with. Yes. So I don't know why that's so surprising. For some people. I understand why it's so surprising for some people, because some people never had a woman like that on them. They never had a woman with that's attracted to them to that level where, yes, even if you with somebody else, they will be your side chick. That happens every day in the world. That's how I can tell some of y'all that's giving out this advice and y'all making videos, y'all got no experience with women. Because why is that surprising that she'll be the side chick to you? If you big enough and bad enough and you doing enough in this world, yes, a woman that's attractive will be your side chick. She'll come to you whenever she want, whenever you want, whatever. She will make time for you. Yes. She'll go back and forth with you. She'll go back and forth where you're not supposed to have it like that. You're supposed to keep them things separated. So whoever that man was, his wife, or I think he said his fiance, I don't think they married yet, but found out about her. But that's my thing. Do she sound? But this is my thing. He obviously is somebody that get busy in life that women are attracted to, because From what I heard, it don't sound like the fiance is leaving him. They back and forth arguing. So he obviously somebody to get busy in life, or somebody that's extremely attractive, or get busy, or everything above, because they going back and forth about a man. The fiance don't sound like she about to leave him. That's the point that y'all missing. You got to be that man. Not to say you go cheating and all that is right, but you understand what I'm saying? That's the type of man you got to be. Y'all missing the point in all this what everybody's saying. Y'all missing the point with Kevin Samuels. You said, get on your job. Get on your grind. You got to be that type of man. So what does it matter who do what if at the end of the day you're not going to get chose because you bottom of the barrel. You worry about women being bottom of the barrel, but you bottom of the barrel. I don't get it. So I hope y'all understand what I'm saying with that, man. Get on your job. Because right now I seen the trickle down effect. That little conversation that I had with the young brother, that made me understand that this right here is starting to do damage. The trickle down of it is starting to do damage. Because getting to the younger generation that ain't even out there in the world yet, and they already in their mind, you got them hating women because some of y'all sound like y'all hate women. Some of y'all do sound like y'all hate women. So I ain't gonna make this one too long, but yeah, man, it's I don't want to seem like I'm trying to gatekeep, because I can't gatekeep the internet and all this and that. And I wouldn't gatekeep the internet and none of that, but it's too many women haters and weird other people who could tell got real issues in life, and he just on here just making videos. So women are right in that in some sense. Some of y'all sound like y'all hate women. Some of y'all do. To the young brothers, do not hate women. Take the good information, and it's the thing. And I remember Ern saying this. How does a young person know what's the good information, what's the bad information? That is the problem with the information being out there. Because now you may not be so young, you can't decipher, okay, this is what's good information, this was bad information, because they so damn young, they can't even do that yet. Too many fucking weirdos on goddamn internet. It's too many weirdos fucking every goddamn thing up. Because everybody want to take control of the damn internet. Everybody want to take control of this content. Then you got these agents that's helping, trying to keep people out. You know what I mean? Helping, trying to keep people out, doing shit behind the scenes and all that. This shit getting on my goddamn nerves. I ain't gonna stop, but we thank y'all for our success and all that. But yeah, man, I had to take time. I just had to take time to get that off, because that's bothering me, man. I understand we've been like the last few weeks, we like really been entertaining y'all with like some of the things that we do. Know what I mean? Ern had a dope what if. Know what I mean? He dropped a solo episode. Know what I mean? That joint was dope. And we've been doing this stuff, but this shit is bothering me at this point, because it's showing me the damage that it's doing. So now it's like you got people that you got bulls that's hating women, and before they even get off the porch and even be around, really be out here in the world and date women and interact with women. Because you got a bunch of people on here who trying to hustle. Got a bunch of people on here who on here getting their shit off and screaming and hollering in their goddamn basement. Women this and women that. And you ain't got, you somebody that don't have no experience with women. Now I'm saying if you're one of the men that has experience with women and you giving out good information, I understand that. But the problem is a younger person can't decipher what's good from the bad. So yeah, that right there, man, I'm gonna wrap this joint up, man. I ain't gonna make this one too much longer. Like I said, man, I just had to get that one off, you know what I mean? So we gonna get back to that, because I got a dope what if we gonna do. But I'm gonna wait till I get with Ern to do it. You know what I mean? I didn't want to do it by myself, so I got a dope what if that y'all gonna enjoy, you know what I mean? I know the barbershop gonna enjoy, man. Like we say, man, thank you for the plays, the views. Please like, rate, review, share, subscribe. Thank y'all so much for the success that we've been having, man. And it's a wrap for this one.